Hello and welcome back to another episode of DLC. My name is Joey Fitz, and today I'm bringing you just a fun time. As always, we want to start these reviews with a massive thanks to our friends over at Game.Press for a review copy of the game, as well as the developer, 2 Point Studios, and the publisher Sega for the review copy. We couldn't do this without you. The game I'm talking about today is 2 Point Museum. If you've ever played a 2 Point game, you'll know what you're in for here. 2 Point Hospital, 2 Point Campus, very similar ilk of games. But if you've ever wandered around a museum and thought this place would be much better if I filled it with dinosaurs, haunted artifacts, alien technology, and then accidentally let a child climb onto the priceless fossil, then congratulations, you've found the game for you. 2 Point Museum is the latest management sim from 2 Point Studios, and it follows in the footsteps of those other 2 Point games. This time, you're building and running museums, sending experts on expeditions around the world to uncover bizarre exhibits while trying to keep your guests entertained and your staff happy, and ultimately trying to keep your museum afloat. 2 Point Museum launched last year on the 4th of March 2025 for PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, before arriving to the Nintendo Switch 2 later that year. The standard edition launched at £25, making it one of the more affordable management games around. Now, if you've played the previous 2 Point games, you will immediately feel at home here. You'll be designing museum layouts, sending the archaeologists and explorers on expeditions, researching new exhibits, hiring and training staff, keeping thieves away from your priceless artifacts, and somehow stopping children from licking the exhibits. It's absolutely classic 2 Point. And every few minutes something ridiculous happens, and that is a lot of the charm. 1 minute I was proudly admiring my beautifully organised dinosaur wing, and the next one of my experts had returned from an exhibition with some cursed looking relic. There was a thief wandering around, and my janitor had decided that cleaning wasn't part of his job description, and that made half of my visitors complain about the stench and that there wasn't enough benches. Running a museum wasn't the sleepy time I expected, it was absolute chaos, and it was brilliant. Probably the biggest addition to 2 Point Museum is the expedition system. Instead of simply buying exhibits, you have to send specialists out to the world to discover them. Sometimes they come back with incredible new finds. Sometimes they come back injured. Sometimes they don't come back at all. It gives progression a really satisfying sense of discovery rather than just ticking and unlocking something from the next menu. Like the rest of the 2 Point series, Museum has a wonderfully exaggerated art style. Everything is colourful, expressive, and packed with funny little details. Visitors wander around reacting to the exhibits, staff have loads of personality, and even the museums themselves end up telling little stories depending on how you've designed them. There's always something funny happening in the background if you're paying attention to it. The animation style is full of charm, and the soundtrack keeps everything feeling light-hearted, even when your finances are hanging by a thread. This game has that dangerous management game effect when you tell yourself, I'll just move this one exhibit, and 25 minutes later you've rebuilt an entire wing, redecorated every room, hired 3 new experts, sent an expedition to find a prehistoric fish, and completely forgotten what you originally came on to do. Time absolutely disappears while you're playing it. So, the things that work well in 2 Point Museum. The expedition system makes unlocking exhibits genuinely exciting. There is tons of personality and humour throughout the whole game. It's very easy to pick up, but with enough depth to keep you invested. The progression constantly gives you new goals, so it never feels boring. It's the perfect balance between management and comedy, as you would expect with a 2 Point game. Now, with DLC, not every game is perfect. I think if you are going into this expecting something drastically different from 2 Point games, you might be disappointed. If you're a veteran of Hospital or Campus, you'll immediately recognise loads of systems, this might be a positive. What I did find is that after 5 or 6 hours, some of the management became a little bit repetitive, but honestly, nothing is a major complaint. Now, 2 Point Museum isn't a groundbreaking game. It doesn't reinvent the management genre or introduce any revolutionary mechanics, but what it does do is take a formula that works incredibly well and just gives you another ridiculously enjoyable experience with it. It's funny, it's really charming, it's very easy to lose hours to, and somehow it makes organising museum exhibits far more entertaining than it has any right to be. If you played any of the previous 2 Point games, this is an easy recommendation. And if you're completely new to the series, it's probably one of the most approachable management sims that you can buy. So, sometimes you don't need a game that's trying to change the industry. Sometimes you just want a game that's really well made, full of personality, and consistently fun. That's exactly what 2 Point Museum is. It's not groundbreaking, but it is a brilliant time, and I had a blast with it. Once again, I want to thank our friends over at Game.Press, 2 Point Studios, and Sega for the review copy of the game. My name's Joey Fitz. If you've played any of the 2 Point games, share your stories in our Discord, let us know on Twitter. Look after yourself, and God bless.